Graduating students may have some trouble finding full-time jobs.
And police have identified the man responsible for a stabbing at Davisville subway station. Humber News starts now.
Hello, it's Friday, March 1st. Welcome to Humber News, coming to you from the Broadcast Center here at the North Campus. I'm Jesse Baines. Thanks for joining us.
And I'm Katie Boyven. Ahead on our show, we have all your news and sports highlights, as well as your 5-day weather forecast. But first, our top story.
A new report today says Canada's economic growth in 2012 is the worst since the last recession. Humber reporter Stephen Donkers spoke to students on campus about their concerns about finding jobs.
What do all these Humber students have in common? They are all at a career fair with hopes of getting jobs, many looking for full-time work. One of the students looking for full-time work is Dina Tortola, who is graduating this spring. She says the search for a full-time job is tough.
Yeah, I find it is a struggle because it's a competition, and everybody wants a job after we graduate, and we want to make money and have a job for our future.
New Canadian economy growth numbers released today show slow progress, with gross domestic product up only 0.6%. Overall for 2012, the economy slowed to 1.8%. Youth unemployment is still a growing concern. The youth unemployment number for 2008 was 12.5%, but the current numbers for 2012 sit at 14.1%. Canada's national unemployment average is 7.1%, but the youth unemployment average is double that. Judy Babcock with Upper Canada Childcare is looking to hire new graduating students. But she says if graduates want to land a job in the tough economy, showing extra effort goes a long way.
And I think you need to take initiative when it comes to looking for any type of position. When an employer looks to see what type of experience you have, I think it's important to see those volunteer hours.
Humber Career Advisor Christine Colosimo says using social media is another good way to land a job.
Be active in their social media, and I'm not talking Facebook, I'm talking LinkedIn, talking a little bit of Facebook, but making sure that it's professional.
According to Humber officials, the college's Career Center has been swamped with graduating students looking for work for the past few weeks, and it's expected that crowd's going to grow even bigger until the end of the school semester. Stephen Donkers, Humber News.
There's bad news in jobs in the Eurozone as well. The jobless rate has hit an all-time high. Unemployment across the 17 nations that use the euro rose to 11.9% in January from 11.8% in December. But the overall rate doesn't reflect the huge divergences in unemployment across the zone. Austria has the lowest at 4.9%, Germany and Luxembourg are next at 5.3%, and the Netherlands follows with 6%. On the other side of the spectrum, Portugal has 17.6%, Spain has 26.2%, Greece has the highest at a staggering 27%. Nearly 19 million people are still without work in the Eurozone.
Police have identified the suspect in a subway stabbing in Toronto. 20-year-old Kasim Salani Cummings is wanted for attempted murder, assault with a weapon, aggravated assault, and failing to comply with probation. He's described as wearing a black hoodie and a black jacket. The incident took place at Davisville subway station shortly after 10 p.m. Wednesday night. Police say the suspect was harassing passengers. The 35-year-old victim was stabbed in the neck with a knife and is recovering in hospital. Police say the suspect is considered armed and dangerous and should not be approached.
The Toronto Transit Commission is focusing on improving 5 areas of their services this year. The Transit's first ever customer charter will have them committing more to the areas of cleanliness, better information, responsiveness, accessibility, and renewal of vehicles. The progress of the charter will be posted on the TTC's website upon completion of different tasks. They will start by testing new designs to bus stop poles and shelter maps. The TTC says passengers will see a change to the charter each year.
Over 60 charges were thrown out of a Toronto courthouse after the prosecutor was just 2 minutes late. The Justice of the Peace dismissed these charges, the majority of them under the Highway Traffic Act. This is costing the city lost revenues and has ignited a battle in the city's legal department. The city's Director of Prosecution, George Bartlett, says the Justice of the Peace, who he identified as A. Johnston, made an incorrect decision. The Crown is appealing 4 of the cases.
Parents of elementary school students in Ontario are trying to come up with ways to keep their children in extracurricular activities. The Elementary Teachers Federation of Ontario announced Thursday they would advise teachers to continue their ban of voluntary activities. Teachers have not participated in extracurriculars because of an ongoing dispute with the provincial government. Last week, the Secondary School Teachers Union reversed their ban. Now parents of the affected students are brainstorming ideas to restart the activities, including fundraising and parental supervision. The head of the Elementary Teachers Union says he's waiting for more concrete promises from Premier Kathleen Wynne to change his stance.
When we come back, we'll have more news from around the country and the world. Andrew Millichamp will have your sports news, and Kelly Snyder will have your weather forecast.
Don't let the clouds scare you. Sun is expected in the next couple of days as we kick off March. I'll have your 5-day weather forecast after the break.